so he can get her to her right hand.
Straight steal of home. The slide.
This ain't no joke, this ain't no game. This that CSZ game. They said pull up, so I came. You better put some respect on their name. Yeah, 55 was goody. Kill the vibe, how could he? Big Cardinal on the hoodie. Let me break it down for you fully. This ain't your average broadcast. This ain't just no podcast. The mother shows spread fake news. We just call them broadcast. West, Joey, Sam, Sean, Dawson. And you know that boy Higgy. He said he don't want no small fries. Tell them they better make them biggie. Yeah, you already know what we be on. We got the crown, we hold the throne. We throw the mails and you take them home. When they ring the bells, you know that it's home. The bar set, we setting the tone. If we set it, then set it in stone. Sit in the street, set up your phone. You in the Cardinal sports zone.
Scores over Brittany. High and deep to low. Crash. Whoa. The Cards win.
I almost forgot to hit record again. It is what it is. Welcome, everybody. Coming to you live from the Fitness Market Studios North. This is the Leo Award-winning Cardinal Sports Zone podcast. I'm your host, Jeremy Wyman, here with the little brother. Not in height, but in every other way. Giggity. Joe Wyman.
Yeet.
No.
My dog.
No. You're not Joey Zane.
I'm an oos.
We're coming to you tonight. We normally don't do these after the game. We normally would come to you tomorrow, but there's been mixed reviews about the lead into the NFL games and stuff like that. And plus, we're just so excited. We wanted to talk about this game, this win tonight while it was hot and fresh. Let me get the chat line. The chat line's going, and I forgot to even hit on it. What is up, Brian? What's up, Higgy? Yeah, wow. Lee, Brad, Higgy again, Terry, Hunter. I know. I texted. See, here's the problem with Marcus. He don't text me back. I texted him earlier, said, "Hey, are you going on after the game tonight?" And he didn't write. He didn't text me back. So,
oh well.
So you know, it is what it is. You can look. I'm a gracious person. Watch his live. Check mine out later. We don't get paid any more or any less for you all checking it out. Even though. Check mine out over his. I'm just kidding. Really quick, let's do the normal shtick. The chat line is open. At the bottom of the screen underneath one of my chins, it will show you where you can follow us on social media. What's up, Ant? And where you can contribute to the show monetarily, because that's for people like Higgy that don't contribute to the show in any other way. I'm just kidding, Higgy. Just had to give you some crap. But yeah, big win. Brad is in the house, getting better. Look, I've been the one telling y'all our front seven has been decent all year long. And let me see, did I do everything? Yeah, I did everything. All right, let's get into it. And maybe tomorrow, maybe I'll pre-record a show after Joey leaves tonight talking about Louisville Live and Media Day, because I do want to share that stuff with you. Or maybe we'll just do it on the next show. I don't know. Maybe we can talk about it. Just depending on how long y'all want to talk. I didn't expect to be on here very long. Wanted to do just a quick reaction show. So the Cards pull off the victory. It's a big victory because
huge.
It was great. It was a great.
It was
victory.
The greatest win you'll ever see. It's huge.
The Cards end up winning. What was the final score? 24-10.
Yeah,
24-10.
Scored the last 17, I think.
Yeah, well, they were up 10-7 going into the fourth, right? Yeah. So we did what we normally don't do. We
closed out.
We put the gas on, no brakes. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, Higgy, I have a feeling that we traded this win today for a win tomorrow in volleyball. It is so tough to play at Pitt for our women. It's kind of their Achilles heel. Now I hope they win. I have every faith they can win, but we get to the football first, Hig nuts. Malik gets hurt every game. It seems like it. Defense stepped up big time in this. I'm waiting for confirmation from the stats guy. I think I may have got it.
What's that? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for how many tackles for loss and sacks. How many sacks we had? How many sacks? Sean's never had sacks.
Oh, they didn't got the defensive stats.
No, they don't. So,
But once again, our punter was amazing.
all right, well, I'll see you. Anyway, it seemed like a lot. Yasir, Yaya, everybody, this was a team effort. Monty had some good plays. Cottrell Clark, the scoop and score. There were a lot of bad calls, but I feel like there were a couple of calls that shouldn't have went our way that did. So I'll go ahead and
I think it was pretty even.
call that even. Dominic said the weekend has turned out great so far. First win with trailing starting in the fourth quarter in Satterfield era. Well, if it was Brian, we had way more than one sack.
Yasir had two,
like
and Monty had Yasir and Yaya
Yaya
both had at least
too.
two, and I'm not sure that he didn't get another one.
I think we had I think we had like 3 tackles. I'll wait for Kelly Dickey to write me back. No offense, Brian, but I know we had way more than one sack. But anyway, big game for the defense to step up. I saw a little bit. I'm not willing to get. You can maybe argue with me, and I might give Brian Brown a little bit of credit, but that's going to be difficult. I think our players stepped up big time. I felt like I saw some different things defensively. When you blitz every down, when you have superior athletes, you should break through no matter how weak the system is. But yeah, man, Cooley was huge injured. You're right, Higgy. Fourth quarter comeback looks good for Sat and his team. I told you all 2 weeks ago that we were going to win that we were favored in 4 out of the last 6, and that we were going to win 4 out of the last 6. Just despite everybody that wants to get rid of Sat. And I think that's what's going to happen.
I'm not sure the only loss we have the rest of the season isn't Clemson. Like, we win the rest of them,
I think we go look, I'm changing. 5. I don't think we do 4-2. I think we go 6-0 to finish the season.
I think we beat Clemson.
I think we beat everybody.
Okay.
We're gonna beat Clemson, we're gonna beat Kentucky.
So you think we're gonna be 9-3?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Is that what we're at? Let's see. Yeah,
we're 3 losses.
We're gonna finish 9-3. Obviously, I'm joking. We're going to finish 9-3. We're going to beat Clemson, Kentucky, and then in the bowl game, we're going to beat Ole Miss.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Uneffing believable.
Jeremy, wake up.
Look, you know what? We will. I'll let y'all get some. I'll let y'all get some. No, we're probably going to finish 6-6, guys. Let's calm down a little bit. I was joking, but 7 wins isn't out of the question.
I think we get NC State and James Madison.
Yeah, I still don't know how they have us favored versus Wake Forest. Their quarterback is going to eat our butts.
But here's the thing.
No offense.
But we kind of thought that about Izzy, whatever his name is, Abakanandi or whatever.
Bless you.
And
Abakandi.
Now, while he did have like 120 yards rushing,
Shana, what up?
We held him to 100. They could have
given that dude
the ball every time.
He had 119 yards in the first quarter, so we did really well shutting him down in the
129 yards on 28 carries. So
I mean, maybe Brian. I don't think UK is as good of a team as they think they are. Well, yeah, Higgy. Obviously, we have to do the same thing we did tonight.
Defense, we have to
defensively
do the same thing
as we did. Wait, I just don't know. I'm not sure we can keep. We the last time we saw this was Central Florida, and that was 5 games ago. So if we're only going to do this every 5 games, we're not going to see this until the last game of the season,
which is Kentucky.
So that may give us our 7th win. Look, I'm all for y'all. Y'all listened to the show for the last 4 years. You know I've been on Give Sat a Chance, even when he didn't deserve it. I fully. I just want to support our leader. And I think it's important to support your head coach, not blindly, but to a point to where if we had no chance, I would be here like, all right, it's time. But we do have a chance to win these games. So and again, feel free to listen to Marcus live. They're doing post game shows on all the radio shows. Y'all can come back and listen to me. I'm not selfish. There's enough pie here on the table for everybody to eat. So, but again, we had a great defensive showing. The offense sputtered a little bit, but I still liked what I saw. Malik did not make the normal mistakes he would make. He threw a lot of balls out of bounds instead of forcing them down the field. Higgy, because I'm not there. Yeah, thankfully you're not here. Just kidding, but not really. You know what to do to get back in my good graces. You need to bring me some donuts from Haydorn's where you don't eat them all before you get here.
Man. We forced 10 turnovers in the last 3 games, so the defense has definitely been there.
He said there's pie here. You're daggone right, you fat. You didn't know I had that, did you?
Hit no.
I love this button.
that button.
That button.
Urgent great.
You know what? I'll let y'all get y'all's questions in and stuff real quick, and I'll go ahead and go over Media Day and what's that? I know we talked a little bit about Media Day Thursday night for everybody else, but the Louisville Live, man, that button will save Joey and Wes. Well, if they show up.
I've never.
Yeah, Joey's no. It's Wes and Sam that have. How do y'all feel about it, Wes and Sam? Oh, you're not here today?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. It is what it is. No, Sam's at Luke Combs. Like, that's believable.
He said, I do know him.
I know. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
I was there last night. It was amazing.
Yeah. Well, I was at Louisville Live supporting my basketball team because I want us to have all the recruits come in and commit. And I don't just talk the talk. I walk the walk. And I was there. And
free suite ticket.
It was
come on, man.
Well,
I'm saying I got a free suite ticket.
Well, I'm glad it was sweet, but my ticket was pretty sweet too. I was on the floor. I was able to just talk with everybody. Like me,
I had my own private bathroom.
I did too. It was behind the stage.
I was gonna say your pants.
It was my pants. It was a great. No, Blake, I'll agree that you probably feel that vibe, but that's because Twitter's a cesspool, man. Nobody, 95% of the people on Twitter just want to be miserable. Like, there are people on Twitter, both sides, but in this case, Louisville football fans that are like, didn't score. Malik's trash. There's one person that will remain unnamed that was bitching throughout the entire football game tonight until we started pushing towards the lead, and it's just the way it is. Unfortunately, with social media, you're going to get the bad.
I don't go on Twitter during football games.
No, you're going to get the bad more than the good. So no, Blake, his fate isn't sealed. I've been told by the board of directors he needs to. Oh, I say the board of the directors like it's. I've been told by somebody that 7 regular season wins will save his job, and 6 if 3 of those wins include Clemson and the team down the road. So
nice save.
Thanks. So no, his fate's not sealed. Any chances of Pop committing from Louisville Live? I don't know who
Popeye.
I don't know who in the Pop is, so I can't answer that question, Higgy.
I think he's shortening Popeye. I wonder, don't we got a recruit named Popeye?
Absolutely not. We have a football player named Popeye.
Well,
but
maybe he's going to recruit. Maybe he's going to commit.
No, he's probably going to transfer because we're not playing him. Back to Louisville
program.
Back to Louisville Live though. Great atmosphere. The recruits that were in town were loving it. It was a great time. I walked over towards the side to get a different view, and next thing I know, somebody grabs me by my neck. I turn around. It's Purvis Ellison. Talked to him for a little bit. Talked to J.O. Talked to Brian Northern. Tick Rogers. Tony Williams was there. Talked to Perrin. Just well, that's not what you said, Higgy. And obviously the answer is no, because a pop means an instant commitment, and we didn't get any instant commitments last night. Slap nuts. So let me finish talking about Louisville Live, by the way. And I'm not just watch your feet because I'm name dropping, but I'm just saying. Got to talk to Milt for a little bit. Talked to Tobiah Hopper. Just a lot of great people that I haven't seen in a while. Chris says all the recruits are in the locker room partying with the players. They're live on Instagram. Crazy. That's amazing. And I know this isn't the most opportune time to do a show. Even when I told Joey, I was like, let's go do a show. He's like, really? it's late, but we wanted to get this raw emotion and reaction from you all and from ourselves. Talked to Master P a couple times. He wouldn't leave me alone. He would just, everywhere I went, he would follow me.
He was probably hiding behind you.
He may have been hiding behind me, but nevertheless, just a great time. I thought the event was put on well. The only gripe, if you made me have a gripe, was that the stands were so far away from the stage, because my experience last night was different than Stupid Sean's experience last night. And the only reason I'm calling him Stupid Sean is because we got to the ballpark at 7, and he didn't get parked till 8:15. Luckily, I jumped out and stopped, dropped, and rolled right in front of the Bat Stadium the third time he passed it up. Too many mics. This show or at Louisville Live? I know a lot of people said at Louisville Live. I didn't notice that live. So I had a good time. My experience was different, though, than the people that sat out in the crowd. I think it was because I was so much closer.
And a lot of people that was out in the crowd had a much different, like, I heard a lot of more negative responses from people that sat out in the crowd.
And here's all I had to say about that. You all whine when we don't do stuff like this, and then whine when we do. I heard people complaining about the ACC network feed last night. Oh, the cameras weren't good. They're just trying to bring it to you all because you couldn't make it. If you want to, if you want to gripe about it, come support them in person next year. That's the only thing I can really say. Like, they gave y'all something. They gave you a couple crumbs. Was the coverage great? I don't know live if it was great. I watched back some of it today. It seemed perfectly fine, but
I think it's getting too big for its britches now, and they're having to go to places like that. Like, when it was at 4th Street Live, it was pretty dope.
Higgy says 4th Street Live, why still the best? I know, was still the best. I'll be honest with you. Setup-wise, I agree 4th Street Live was the best. I almost passed out at 4th Street Live, though, as humid as it was in there.
Well, and it also was early. It was in September.
It was 100 degrees.
And it was hot as Hades there. Now, if they're going to do it in like October-ish, then 4th Street Live should be fine.
Well, the only reason we did it this exact day was because we wanted Harlow there. If we hadn't wanted him there, we could have done it a month ago. We could have had Donovan, Damian Lee, Gorgie, and everybody else.
Rozier.
Show up. Rose, yeah, we could have had him.
I think Trez's band's over. Him and Terry's band's over, ain't it?
Yeah. Let's see who's texting me at 11:47. Oh, it's Teresa. Okay, well, it's those the white helmets did look pretty sweet, y'all. Sorry, just checking social media there. But yeah, Louisville Live was a great time. The football game tonight was a great time. I feel like we had a lot of momentum on the recruiting front in both basketball and football. Like I said, the recruits were eating it up last night. A lot of the olds didn't like what was going on. Terry does not still have one more year. They showed him at Louisville Live last night, Higgy. Stop trying to contribute from the wrong side of the tracks. He said Terry Rozier still got a one more year on his ban.
Then they both would. They both got banned at the same time. And Montrez was at a football. Now that I think about it,
he was.
Yeah.
And Terry's video played last night during the show. So that's a wild.
I think he still got a one more year ban from probably Shoney's or Waffle House or Denny's.
Somewhere like that for sure. Trans's ban is over, but Terry. Higgy, how do you kick people out of the chat room? Not sure. Okay. But anyway, IHOP, he's banned from IHOP, he said. But we just wanted to hop on here real quick. I still don't have the actual statistics.
Everything but the defensive.
Defensively, I know Malik went for about 200 and something total yards.
Malik was 10 of 21 for 122 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick, and also had 9 rushes for 46 yards.
So almost 200 yards.
Yeah. Overall, 190 yards for the quarterbacks. The quarterbacks had about 157 because Braden Smith had that 33-yard pass.
Gotcha. All right, guys. Again, we were going to do this short show. Y'all can always check us out later. We don't mind that at all. Again, we like to spread the love.
Momo had 2 fumble recoveries too.
He had 2?
Momo Sonogo, yeah.
Bless you. I didn't know you had one. Ketrell Clark had the one.
Yeah.
And
Well,
we only had two
I'm
fumble
just
recoveries.
going on here. Fumbles recovered. Momo, 2.
Yeah, we only recovered 2, and Ketrell scooped one up and scored with it.
We
so.
had how many? We had how many interceptions?
We had 2 interceptions, and we
And
had 2 fumble
fumbles.
recovery. Right.
Well,
And one of those was
maybe
the
they're
scoop and
giving
score.
him credit for the fumble recovery, and then it popped out. I don't know. Who cares? We won 24-10.
We won the game. Babu, I called it. I said we would win by 14 because if it was close, we'd lose. You did say that. I remember on the show. I can confirm that. I can stamp that. Guys, shout out again to all of our fine sponsors. We appreciate y'all tuning in for this short show. Like I told y'all at the beginning, we're going to do a quick 20-minute show. That's what we're going to do. Great to leave the game with a win. Absolutely, Dondi, for sure. Shout out to all of our fine sponsors. Fitness Market, Shack in the Back, 4 Pegs, Derby City Lawn and Landscaping, and working on more. If you'd like to sponsor the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast, hit me up at Jeremy_CSZ. Our social media is at the bottom underneath the microphone. The ways you can contribute to the podcast are also underneath the microphone. You can find the podcast on all the podcast avenues, over 120 in total: Apple, iTunes, Buzzsprout, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google, Amazon, iHeart. Hit subscribe, follow, stalk, hide in the bushes, hit whatever you need to get the podcast. And also on Twitter now, if you subscribe to us, you can immediately access our iTunes page from my Twitter account and from the Cardinal Sports Zone Twitter account. That's something cool they rolled out this week. If you haven't listened to all the prior episodes of the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast, and go back, check them all out. Go to cardinalsportszone.com, the place that I'll begin. Hit the podcast drop-down menu. Go to CSZ Podcast and check them all out there. Shout out to everybody out there that's sharing the podcast. We appreciate you. Jeff Nunn will not only have a great Louisville Live. Me, Jeff, and Sean are teaming up on a Louisville Live piece. And then also we will have a great photo gallery from Jeff on tonight's game from Pitt against Pittsburgh for you all to check out tomorrow at some point. Shout out again to our guys, Marcus Mabe and Steve Rummage. Happy birthday, Steve. Woo, woo. Is he listening?
Probably not.
Is he watching?
Probably not. It didn't show me the watchers if they comment. Well, no, it does show me if they're friends. Yeah, you're right. It does. He's not.
He's a douche.
Well, he's at the Magic Kingdom.
Well, he's there every other week. But again, shout out. They hold it down every week, Monday through Friday, 10 o'clock to noon on ESPN 93.9 The Ville. Let's see, Jeff. I went over Jeff's post. Went over Sean's post. Sean will have a recap for you sometime tonight. He went to the game actually, so he's partying. So he may he may not get that out till tomorrow, and that's okay. Want to remind you all the basketball tip-off show we have coming up in the next week or so with Boo Brewer and Peyton Siva. Joey, any final words for tonight?
Go Cards. Maryland's still trash. And let's go watch this Halloween Havoc.
We're getting ready to watch Halloween Havoc.
Nobody spoil it for us.
Nobody spoil it for sure. Dondi, it was great to lead the game with the win. David, man, I was standing up close, and your daughter's intro music last night was the best music of the night, and I loved it. And you just tell her we were proud of her entrance here. Henry says FUK. Now look, I know Jack stirred up some controversy last night with that. I didn't care for it too much. However, they've been L's down in us for the last 6-7 years. So UK, as far as I'm concerned, I'm with Jack Harlow.
Steve did join Marcus's show, though.
He did?
Yeah.
Well, Steve's a douche canoosh. So, it is what it is. Joey, any final words?
Steve's a douche.
Oh, Steve's a douche. All right. I'm taking my happy birthday back. Steve, you can you. I don't know what we're doing here.
You son of a...
All right, Donnie's about to watch Halloween Havoc as well. Should be a good night. That ladder match I'm looking forward to. Yeah. Well, I'm glad Steve joined Marcus's show. They are teammates, so it is what it is. I don't have any other final words. I think I went over everything. Media Day. Red-White game tomorrow, everybody. Check that out, 3 p.m. at the Yum Center. And Guys, thanks again for all the support. We love you all. Until next time, this has been the Cardinal Sports Zone Podcast. Yeah, I'll stop there. I'm sorry. Walk away my way was done. Sorry. Shout out to our guy, Jack Harlow. We out.